Alright, we are currently in my bookshelf slash closet area so that I can film this video blog on my iPhone because my regular camera is being monopolized by my mother right now. And as for the closet slash bookshelf area, I'm here because I do not want to be eavesdropped on by my brother, because I think we can all agree Marshall's a pretty awesome guy, but he's also a pretty terrible eavesdropper. Anyway, it's Friday, and this is the dance I do on Fridays. I'm excited because Friday's an awesome day, and it's also my first video, and I'm nervous and excited, and there are little tinglies in my tummy. So I decided that I'm going to follow in the footsteps of the great and wonderful John Green by dividing my video into parts, because let's be honest, there's nothing more I would like than to be just like John Green. And also, I tend to go off on tangents, so I figured, stay on track, Nydia, and make parts. So that's what I'm doing. I made parts. So let's jump into the first part. The first part I've entitled Sophie. My laptop's down here, so I'm going to keep looking at it. All I have to say about that is you are gone. I don't like it. It makes me sad. Please come back. I know you won't, but just consider it. I miss you a lot. After you left, I cried, and honestly, it felt more severe than it really was. Like, for some reason, I felt like you had died, and I would never see you again. And then, like, 4 hours later, you got on Facebook, and I was like, oh, she's still alive. But you're in a different country, which is just as horrible as if you were actually dead. So I hate you for making me miss you. But I love you anyway, because you're all British, and, like, tea and crumpets and, like, goatee and crumpets and blimey and I don't know, other British stereotypes that I could throw in. That was part one, kind of short. Part two, starting out a video blog is kind of hard because none of us really know what to talk about, especially me. My head is full of lots of random things, such as, why do I have this DVD here? It's not even mine. And, oh yeah, this is a good movie. Young Frankenstein, in case you couldn't see that. My head is full of all that kind of stuff, but I don't know what I should actually put in the video blog, so I decided to do a brief bit of introduction, where I had my mother give a description of me, because I figure my own description of myself would not be very accurate. This is what she said. I'm going to read it real quick. Then again, you like loud music. You like books more than you should. For some reason, you cry when you read Walt Whitman, and you like to wear strange things, like tights under running shorts, which is true. I'm not going to lie. Tights under running shorts, it looks cool. I don't care what anyone else says. Oh, she also added, you didn't take your vitamins this morning, which is probably also true, because I don't like to take my vitamins, and I always accidentally just forget about them. Yeah, that's a description of me by the woman who gave birth to me, so I guess we can assume it's accurate. Part 3 is entitled Nostalgia. Lately, I've been watching a lot of old Disney Channel TV shows, like Even Stevens, and a lot of Lizzie McGuire. Probably too much Lizzie McGuire, to the point where I am just, like, awkwardly sitting at home, even though it's summer outside, and I'm young, and, like, kids should be having fun, and I'm sitting at home like, Gordo is so cool! Whenever I get on YouTube, the video suggestions are like, Lizzie McGuire? Do you want to watch Lizzie McGuire? I see you've been watching a lot of Lizzie McGuire. Do you want to watch more? And it draws me in, and I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. So all I've been doing is watching Lizzie McGuire, and I think the reason that is, or the reason that I'm getting so nostalgic, is because right now we're leaving something behind high school that was really comforting and is really familiar, and we're on the brink of entering something new and scary and strange and just incredibly exciting, but also so nerve-wracking. And I think that whenever we come to a point in our life like that, we find comfort in nostalgia, because it's so much easier to rest in what has already happened rather than trying to figure out what's going to happen. That was my little philosophical bit entitled Nostalgia. And I think that brings me to part 4, which is called Italy. In like 3.5 weeks, I'm going to be going to Italy for 3 weeks with the Texas A&M University leadership something or other that sounds really official. So it's really exciting, but also my updates are going to be spotty, because I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get to a computer, and also the time difference, but I'm going to take a lot of footage, and I'm going to try and update as much as I can, because I love you guys so much. I would do that for you. But I'm also kind of nervous because I'm going with a group of people. I'm really awkward around people. Like, just so awkward around people. It's going to be a learning experience. I hate learning experiences. I think that brings me to part 5, which is Sophie's shelves. Your shelves were so awesome, or your lack thereof. I love the way you just, like, looked at your bookcase and you were like, no shelves, no problem, screw that. See, I'm actually kind of thinking of, like, removing the shelves from this case and building a book castle with, like, turrets and everything, and I'm gonna, like, perch on top of it, like, would you like to read all the king's men? My book castle. So, that's kind of nerdy. I think that brings me to, oh gosh, I want to say part 6, which is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of getting a paper cut in my eyeball. Whenever I tell people that, they're like, that's so weird. Why would you ever get a paper cut in your eyeball? How odd. And I'm like, it happened to my mom once. It could happen to you. So always look out for paper and your eyeballs, and always wear protective gear while reading. So you can look like more of a nerd than usual. That was part... What was that? Part 6? Okay, part 7 is that I love you all a lot, and I have written down that you're the 4 best friends anyone could ever ask for, and stay super mega foxy awesome hot, and don't forget to be awesome. But I have to add something in, and that is that on Tuesday, I got my hair cut. See my hair? It's all cut. It's like, shorter than it was before, and I'm feeling really self-conscious of it, because I feel like I belong in the 70s with my, like, feathered, fluffy hair. Like, I should be a member of the Brady Bunch or the Partridge Family or something. But the plus side is it smells really good. Like, love. Really, it just smells like protein, because that's what it's made of. But, love the smell of protein in the morning. Yeah, that's the end of my video blog. I'm going to end it now because I'm feeling awkward sitting in my closet, and it's also really hot in here, so Monday is the day that Erica will update, and I'm looking forward to that, because I miss you, Erica, even though you live like 5 minutes away from me. But, yeah. Oh, I loved all your videos. You're awesome and wonderful and beautiful, and I love you. I don't know why I did that. It made me look like a loser. Okay, bye. Here's my closet again.